Hello guys, I'm back. Today I want to share with you two techniques. The first one is an exercise for us to reflect on our daily productivity. And the second one is an exercise to increase the quality of our breathing, and it's very much recommended for those who are a bit shy, who have problems exposing themselves and would like to deal with feelings such as fear. Okay, so let's go straight ahead for the first exercise. I'm going to share my screen with you here, in which I have two lists, two columns in this table. The first one is called consume, and the second one is called create. So my question for you is, how many hours in your day do you spend consuming? And how many hours in your day do you spend exercising your creativity, producing something new, something innovative? In these two columns here, I put some of my personal examples. So for example, in the consume column, I can say that I spend my time consuming social media, consuming natural resources such as water and gas, energy, of course. In the creative side, I can say that I use a good chunk of my day exercising artistical activities. And so this is just an example, but I invite you to do this list, and the more balanced these two lists are, the better. And so you're not only spending time too much consuming all the time, but you're also utilizing this consumption to produce something new and something good for you and the people around you. Okay, so this was my first suggestion for the day. I'm gonna come back to full screen here. We're gonna go for the second exercise. We call this exercise is called the thoracic breath, or the medial breath as well. So we're going to place our hands in our rib cage. So I don't want you to place your hands here in your waist or in your hips. You're going to place your hands as close to your armpits as possible, okay? And as you place your hands here, you will feel that your shoulders are hanging looser, and that's a good thing. So make sure you relax your shoulders, your trapeze. We're going to do a circular movement with our heads, just as a preliminary exercise, just to loosen up a bit more our cervical vertebrae. Try to do this movement very consciously, and make sure you keep your shoulders very much relaxed. And as you are done with one circular movement to each side, you bring your head back to verticality. And I want you now to pay attention on the movement of your rib cage as you inhale. So as you inhale, your rib cage will space sideways. If you remember from previous videos, we worked the abdominal breath, and the logic was the same. So the logic was, as we inhale, the abdomen expanded. And we're gonna do the same thing here with the rib cage. So I'm gonna demonstrate for you. See if you can realize the movement of my rib cage spacing sideways. Have a look. Okay, so now it's your turn. Have a few tries. Make sure you bring a lot of consciousness to all these muscles that surround, that wrap up our back, our rib cage, this front part of the chest. And as you do a few tries, and you bring more and more consciousness to your rib cage, I'm gonna bring you some information in regards to this exercise. If you wish, you can even make this exercise with your eyes closed. That's even better. Okay, so physiologically, this exercise promotes more consciousness in the muscles related to our breathing activity. And this expansion of the rib cage also makes better room for the organs related to breathing to work more adequately. So emotionally, this exercise is excellent to work on increasing our self-esteem, our capacity to expose ourselves, to make things come into reality. So these are all things that this breathing exercise also works on. And now for this last bit, continue doing a few more rounds, keeping your hands here in the rib cage, and if possible, still with your eyes closed. For the last few moments of this exercise, we're going to add a visualization component to this breathing exercise. So as you inhale, visualize that you are bringing vital energy entering through your nostrils and concentrated in the rib cage region. As you retain with air, feel that the muscles that surround your rib cage are gaining more flexibility. And as you exhale, feel these muscles loosened up and they are more relaxed. And next time you breathe, these muscles are going to work with a lot more consciousness. And you are going to incorporate this consciousness in your breathing now in your everyday life. Okay, guys, this was it for today. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are on consumption and creating. And thanks for watching. See you next time.